we would like to welcome you here and thank you for coming, especially in this time of a painful situation. We wanted to be able to have the family speak, to all the individuals that have supported, those individuals that have been with the family from day one, those individuals that have participated, especially Stephanie, our private investigator, and other individuals that have been on the searches, to Emily and her family who have helped spearhead, the support for the family, and especially those who have searched. We want to say thank you to them. There were many searches. Some were good days, some were cold days, and we just now want the family to be able to say thank you, to be able to give their side of it, and to answer questions that you may have, so that we're able to move on to several steps that we are planning, to be able to support the family and to be able to also offer an opportunity for those to pay their respect to our young beloved brother Abdi Sharif. And so I will turn this over to the mother and the uncle now so that they can thank everyone and be able to address you, the media and the public. Thank you.
We thank for the media to be here, and we really appreciate that. You've been working hard, to put our story out there. And Abdullahi was very happy at home, and loving boy, and loving family. Becca's smile. We missed that part, and
dadka aad jecel yihiin aad uu waxbarasho u jecel wuu jir weyn jeclaa inuu lacag arugsado oo waxbarto aqoon gaari karta jeclaa heer gaaro ayuu aad u wanaagsan dambaysa wuxuu ahaa wiil ka fakarayay ayadiis oo markaa uu leeyahay hooy ayay aan u tagno next Friday okay marka waalidkiis buu aad u jeclaa ehelkiisa aad u jeclaa dadka dhammaan waa jeclaa ummadda ka nabad gasho iskuulku ka nabad galo qof walba ka nabad galo faamilkana aad u jecel yahay nin iska farxaan badan oo qof walba jecel yahayna uu ahaa.
Abdullahi was very happy kid and very loving boy and loved his family and loved to work, to go to school like other individual kid that want to have a future ahead of him. Abdullahi was planning to go to see his grandma Friday before he disappeared, and was asking his mom that he wants to see his grandma and spend a little time with her, and love education, love to save money, love to help his mom and his siblings and everybody who was around him. He was really a happy kid, and as we know what happened, we are all not happy. We lost our son, not only Fatima family or us, all Des Moines area lost one kid that could be our future. And his future, what he loves to study was computer engineering. That's what he was trying to do. And his mom asked him, you want to be a doctor, that you can help someday some people. And he said, no, I love to be a computer engineer. And he was trying to do something good for our community. And to have a computer engineer in our community, how that would impact our community and how good he will do. And lost him. And
shaqada ka shaqeeyo iskuulaadkiisa macallimiintiisa markuu la joogo dareemaya dad farxad leh oo la farxsanaado la sheekaysto oo aad markii uu ka tagay ay jecel inay inuusan kaa tegin inaad lasii sheekaysatay maahan inuusan kaa tegin inaad la sheekaysatay ayuu ahaa.
He was a kid that, you know, everybody, neighbors, teachers, you know, classmates, everybody loves him. And he was a kid that you want to be around. And he's not someone that you want to run away from. He was someone that makes you happy, makes you laugh, makes you tell you all, you know, any story that you want to hear. And that you will love him. And that's, you know, the neighbors, his, you know, sisters, brothers, everybody loves him. And they all miss him. And
nuuxa markuu jeega soo qaato guriga usoo shoob garaynayo markaas waxaan ku irahdaa waay guriga lacagta usoo dhammaynaysaa wax kale way yaaleen markaas uu leeyahay hooy iska dhaaf guriga u baahan yahay marwalba u baahan yahay marka lacagtan u baabi'inaysaa hooy ma hooy guriga u baahan yahay buu leeyahay waxyaalaha gurigii wixii hore kan waa duugooba iska tuur buu leeyahay kanaa fiican warhaadha guriga bedelaysa ka joojiya lacagtan ah saaranaysa joogto wax seef garayso lacagtaas seef garayso mar hooy waxaan mar walba u baahanaa.
when he gets paid, he was the father of this house and provide and loves to make shopping for his family. And he doesn't want to keep money for himself. He will buy things for others, his mom, his sisters, and his brothers before he buy for himself. And that's how generous was Abdullahi. And we are not too happy that we lost to him. And the way it ended, we're not too happy with that. And we are here together today to pray for him. And we are thankful for everyone that who supported us for the surge party and people who sent us messages, condolences, and all of that. We are really thankful for those. And the case is not closed yet. We are, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we are expecting from our police department to do the best that they can, and to provide any information that they have with the mother and us and brother Akil. And you know, we don't want the way it ended, and we don't believe. Abdullahi used to scare about water, never liked water, and he ended up dying in the water, and we don't know what happened. And there's so many questions that hasn't been answered, and we need an answer, and we need to get answers as quickly as possible. And our private investigator is here with us, and we, you know, our police department, and you know, need to work together and figure it out. You know, what happened, and we need to close the case as soon as possible, and we need to know what, you know, how and who killed. And the other thing, that piece that we forgot, is that anybody up there, our community in Des Moines, who have any information should share with us or share with the police department and you know, our private investigator. And we will be more happy to hear anyone that who don't wanna share with the police can call Vision.
Can call me or the private investigator.
Or private investigator can call. You know, your identity will be confidential. We're not going to share that with anybody. And please, we are begging you to share anything that you have.
We also want, we know that he went to Roosevelt. We know we have a lot of students that care about him and want to show the respect. We are now working on a memorial respect evening that will be tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We will get the location out to everyone because we are working with the facility at this time to go through the proper channels to get that. It will be in the car. Individuals will have to stay in the car. It will not be a point where we can get out and have a large gathering. So we're picking a location that will be able to house many cars that will come by. We hope to have balloons released. We have a lot of students and a lot of people in the community that Abdi Sharif had touched. They had touched their heart. We met individuals that he served at Target, and they came with their own stories and how nice they were. Spoke with the teacher this morning that was talking about one of her boys were a little loud, and that Abdi was so patient with him in Target, you know, and she didn't know him. But here he was there, he was patient with her son, and she was so grateful. And when she told me the story this morning, it did nothing but bring tears. Because this is a young man that, you know, people, you know, don't even know, you know, his heart. You know, they didn't understand his belief in people and especially others. When he became missing and the Roosevelt students had an assembly at their school, it was individual after individual who got up and talked about Abdi and, you know, how he touched people's heart and how he touched them. And I think it was either the principal or one of the teachers that got up and talked about when his wife was pregnant and how Abdi was talking to him about being a good father, you know, those type of things. So we're talking about a young man that, you know, people grew and that he touched, and the ripple effect was great. That ripple effect of what he cared. So this is why the family is coming with you today to sit down, because we have closure on one end, but we have a whole gate that opened on another. We have doors that open because now that we have closure on this end, we also need to have closure on the other end of why and how and who is involved. And the only ones that could help us do that is, one, people in the community that know. We need people in the community that understand that this family is still in pain. We know that individuals may have a concern for their own safety, but that concern can be alleviated by you anonymously getting a hold of the proper authorities so that you can just tell the family what had happened. You know, because this is a young man that a lot of people loved. The other aspect of that is that the Des Moines Police Department, we want to thank them for the work that they're doing, but we also want to thank our private investigator who's been working diligently. Stephanie has been working diligently on this case, so now we need to bring all the pieces together so everybody can work together to get this done. The police, even when they were talking yesterday in the press release, you know, they even said that there's a lot of questions that still need to be answered. We're saying, let's get together and answer those questions. There's things we know they can't reveal to us, you know, and the family, but there are things that the private investigator and the police can work together, you know, to be able to solve this. Those are the things we want to do. And I'll close saying this. We always have candlelight visuals. We always have marches. With Abdi Sharif, again we are asking that this stop. That when we lose a young child in our community as we have over the last decades, it's time for us as a community to step up and say no more. It's time for us to stop the violence in our community. And this could be a tribute to not only to young Abdul Sharif, but to all those young people who have lost their lives. That's what we want to be able to do. This is a time, and we're asking the community, from the family, and all of us who are involved. Let's make this the step to the last one that we lose of our babies in this community. And we can do that by coming together. We talk about the virus has brought us all together. We're all in this together. The violence in our community also has brought us all together. And together, we can make a difference, and together we can stop this. And this is something we have to do. We will now take any questions that you have.
Would you be able to speak to maybe some of the relationship between what it's like working with the Des Moines Police Department and Stephanie Kinney, the private investigator, and some potential challenges that might present, and or the benefit that it has to forces kind of taking in information and perhaps collaborating?
Well, you know, whenever you have the Des Moines Police Department and a private investigator, they're functioning together, but they also have different protocols. So this is one of the challenges that we have, is bringing those together now. You know, bringing those protocols so that the Des Moines Police Department can share with Stephanie, our private, and Stephanie can share with them. You know, so that everybody's working together. Of course, there are challenges. You know, the challenges, you know, whenever you have individuals trying to solve a delicate situation like this, you know, because you don't know what actually has transpired, just like this is why all the questions are still there. You know, we don't know. We don't know what happened after he left. You know, we don't know how he got 3 miles away from his location. So these are things that the private investigator and the Des Moines Police must share together so we can get those answers. Because they're trained to bring that, you know, bring that to a conclusion and then inform the family on how. So the family's not guessing, you know. And I mean, just simple. Did he take a dark bus? If he did, there's a video. You know, did he walk? If he did, he walked 3 miles in the cold. Did, you know, so there's a lot of dids. Did he? But together, working together with the Des Moines Police Department, with their resources, and Stephanie and her resources, we can draw some conclusions to those, hopefully very quickly.
Okay, you guys, you talked about it, this being the end of violence against children in the community. Is there information that leads you to believe that there was violence that led to Shareef's death?
We leave no stone unturned. We don't know. So we need to know. Trauma, you know, but are there other scenarios that we need to look at? So we don't want to draw a conclusion on anything. In fact, as the press release came out from the Des Moines Police Department, they even said they can't draw conclusions because there's questions at this time. You know, the toxicology report will not be in for another 6 weeks. So we just don't know. So the case is not closed. You know, so we just have to leave it open, and we don't want anyone drawing any conclusion, you know, at this time on how or why. You know, because right now no one knows. And the person that we can talk to is not here, you know, for us to, you know, sit down and talk with. But there are people out there that do know. And that's why we want the police department and Stephanie to work very close together, you know, and with the family, keeping us informed. And we're not naive. We know there's things that we can't be told. You know, we know that there's things that Stephanie will understand and know that we don't. And we just have to trust her, and we do, to be here to carry on. We have to, the same thing with the police department. We know there's things they can't tell us. You know, we have to trust them and be able to carry on. But we all will feel better as they work together to draw those conclusions.
Do you feel like police have been receptive to the information you or Stephanie have been able to provide?
I can't speak to that because I don't know all the information that has been provided. And again, we don't want to speculate. You know, and that's something that hopefully in the next few days we'll be working on, you know, and be able to meet with the police department and Stephanie together, you know, so they could tell us, you know, because we need to know. So we're hoping that all that will come to light and we'll see that happen and come to fruition within the next few days.
This is a time when I know a lot of people want to help but feel it's difficult to help because of the social distancing measures. Aside from calling in any information or tips that they might have about Abdi, what can community members do to perhaps help the family engage in positive support of the family during this time?
There still is a GoFundMe page. You know, that can contribute to the GoFundMe page. Individuals can actually, you know, on Facebook page, they can actually request that and help us to get individuals to come that may know something, that have some information. We're asking them to post that on the page. You know, we have social media, Instagram, Twitter. You know, just post on your pages in support of the family. You know, that would be one of the best ways to do that. But we need the community not to forget. Them to still be able to send out information and love to this family. You know, we need to do that. You know, we don't want to another week people to sit back and say, "Oh well," No, this is a continuous, and we need the family and the remembrance. We're gonna still be posted on Facebook. We'll still be having the Facebook page for Abdi. And so we want people to like the page. We want people to respond. We want people to, whenever a post is made, respond to the post. Let the family know we still care. We have people that from out of the country that have posted on the post saying we care. We want, and especially in Iowa, we want Iowans to show that we care. We don't care whether you live in rural Iowa, where you live anywhere. We have individuals from Boston that has taken straight care and love, Emily, who's been here, and who drove in from Boston to be here with the family. So that's how wide this is, because it's larger than just the family. This is a message that's being sent across the country and around the world. This is something that we have to show how law enforcement, and individuals work together, like the private investigator, and how the community, we come together as one to resolve different issues. So this is greater. This is greater than just us losing a young man. This is a chance to leave a legacy of this young man in his life.
This was for the family. Before Abdi left to go to Merle Hay, was anything troubling him? School? Was he upset about school or any friends that he talked to you before he went to Merle Hay Mall?
Like we said before, Abdullahi never been in trouble, and Abdullahi was happy kid. Like we say this many times, and everybody should understand. We never had any issue that Abdullahi, have any enemies or hanging out with the wrong crowd or. Yeah, he was, like we said, he was friendly with his teachers. His teachers love him, and that's the kind of kid that we want to have in our community. And Abdullahi was one of the ones that you want to have in your home, and nothing that we know that he was working on it or any issue that you have, any trouble. Even when our neighbors, our friends, families come into our home, he's the one who used to welcome them and, open the door for them and, give them drinks and make them happy, make them feel home. And I wish he will be here with us, and every one of you guys will know him, you will love him. That's who Abdullahi was.
And with this search, it seemed that the search parties or just the Facebook sharing, people of all races, religions were looking for Abdi. What does that mean to the family that, Abdi, it wasn't just people that knew him, and it wasn't just people of his ethnic background, bringing people together to search for this young boy? What does it mean to them?
It means to the family that Des Moines is a great city. It's a great place, and we love our community. And whether you're from Africa, you're from Europe, you're from anywhere, we all family. We are all living in this world for a reason, and we all living in Des Moines for a reason. And everyone that he went to school with, people that who don't know Abdullahi, people who know Abdullahi, was there, and everybody was doing his part to, and we are expecting that people who have information will come forward and share that information with us, and with the police, not us, with the police, with our private investigator, Stephanie, and that is, we love this community. Everybody, is very happy, and we lost Abdullahi, but we don't want to lose any other kid or any other person or any other. We're all supposed to be one community, not being divided. We are from Africa, or this person is from that. No, I don't think that Des Moines have that issue, and we are very happy that we have community back, that who supported us. And that will show you that people who know him spread the word of what kind of personality that Abdullahi had, and that's how everybody feels the pain of losing your own child, losing your own kid, and everyone who lives in Iowa. I got so many phone calls from people who see me on TV or on the news saying that we hear about this story and we want to help. We want to see what we can do, and I want, and someone will come forward and help us out, to close the case, and so that way no one else will get killed. No one else will. We don't want to see any other family get hurt. Basically, that's what it is.
Any other questions?
The last 24 hours, so many emotions must have been running through you. Obviously, there's such grief. This is not the ending that you wanted. Does it give you any sort of peace or closure that now you can move on to a different stage in finding justice?
Yes, it does, because I think my mother and I have been praying for an answer. And I remember praying, because this is during the month of Ramadan, and I was begging God, anything, even if it is a dead body, I'll do my best to accept it. It's going to be tough, I'll do my best to accept it. At least I can bury him and know where he is. And that's what we wanted, something. And we got it. Yeah, we got what we wanted.
But the case still is not closed.
Yes.
We need the police and everybody that have information to share, and not to close the case, not to show something that Abdullahi is the only one that who can answer any question that we have. That is his mother's mind, or his sister's, or me, or everyone. But he's not with us anymore, and the police have work to do, and one chapter closed, and we need the other chapter to be closed, and we need to get an answer. We need to find out what happened to Abdullahi, how he ended up in the water, and all of that.
Any other questions? We want to thank you for coming. We ask that, again, if anyone has any information, please come forward. We ask the community not to forget that this young man, and not forget the family. We want to thank the media again for being here. We want to thank Sharon Atkins for allowing us to hold the press conference here at CCI. They have been involved in the community for decades, so we definitely want to thank them. We want a special thank you to Stephanie, the private investigator that has been diligently working on this. We want to thank all the other supporters and to new friends that we have met, to Emily and her husband and family from Boston that have helped the family from day one. We want to thank the Des Moines Police Department for their work and what they've done. And so, again, and a special thank you to the family. Very special thank you to the family, because they're the ones who have agonized and been through the pain. They're the ones that have to wait, that waited almost 24 hours after the body was discovered to find out whether or not it was her son. So the thing is, we know there were a lot of parents at that time that are missing children that were wondering. And this family went through the agony of that 24 hours. And when they found out, they still wanted to share with the community. So that's the home that Abdi came from. They still wanted to do a press conference. They still want to make sure that the students and others who care about Abdi have a chance to pay their respect. That's the family he comes from. And as you all know, in the last part, they say what? Fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So this is the family of Abdi Sharif. Thank you very much.